Hello, all, and welcome to this mid-afternoon Perry review. Yes, Perry, the Pear Cider. And I am going to dub this review the yet more unexpected COVID consequences. I am literally deaf as a doornail right now. Like, I can barely hear certain high-pitched and low-pitched tones because for some reason my eustachian tubes decided to go and shut on me. I only have one, so um, when one gets plugged up, yeah, it's basically I don't hear anything other than people shouting at me at this point. But the rest of my nose is okay. In fact, it's too dry a little bit, feels like. And yeah, so I'm going to just be reviewing this today. And this is Samuel Smith's Organic Perry. It's 5.0 ABV. And of course, Perry made with pears. Let's read the back label now, shall we? Dry sparkling pear cider with glowing pale straw color, smooth body, crisp but rich flavor, and a gentle aroma of a summer pear orchard. Serving suggestions: blue cheese or gorgonzola, arugula or Waldorf salad, sweet potatoes, pancetta or prosciutto, pear tart. Very nice with dishes served with ginger. Dishes featuring ginger. Best served at 44 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, don't have any blue cheeses right now. Kind of wish I did. I have ramen over there, which is, I guess, not really meant to be had with this, but it's what I got. So without much further ado, let's just get straight to this, shall we? Ooh. Okay. So a clear straw yellow, as I said, with a fizzy white head. Redolent of pomace fruit. It's difficult to discern whether it's pears or apples just from the nosing. Definitely juicy pomace. Some hints of like a champagne style yeast, perhaps. Probably just a regular cider yeast, though. But it does have those little champagne like notes. Onto the palate now, shall we? Light bodied, refreshing. Tiny bit more tart than apple cider, but still has residual sugars. A subtle fruit sweetness that resides on the long finish. And a slight mineral nose in the mid to finish. Definitely more of a pear-like aspect to that fruit note in the effervescent top note. I could see that sweet note in the finish expanding as it warms a bit. As of course, with all ciders, not much in the way of head retention, leaving you sort of just like the effervescent notes there for the nosing. I could see why they want this, they recommend it paired with blue cheese or Cobb salad. That bright acidity probably cuts through, those heavy flavors fairly easily. And that sweetness probably lends itself, you know, to a nice complement for the stronger nose notes of blue cheese. Yeah. So I wouldn't say like there's much complexity here. You have basically a very refreshing cider. Um, could I identify this as being made with pears as opposed to apples? Honestly, probably not. This is basically my first Perry, so I can't really compare it to other things other than apple ciders I've had before. It's definitely enjoyable. Is it worth a $6 bottle? Well, ciders tend to be a little bit more expensive than beers. And yeah, considering it's probably the only Perry I've seen sold in Hawaii, probably worth the try just to go and see what it's like. I kind of wish I did have the correct food to go and recommended food to go and pair it with because I think it would be fairly exciting with that sort of blue stinky cheese, for lack of a better word, note there to kind of compare and contrast it with. It's not so much complementary tasting there I can see, but something where the very disparate aspects of the taste complement each other rather than having them be complementary tastes on top of each other that blend well. You know what I mean? In other words, this acts probably best as a palate cleanser. As it warms up, definitely getting a little bit more dimensionality to that pear there. Much more of a almost like green note, as it were. Yeah. Well, Samuel Smith's Organic Perry. I actually do want to try this again with its recommended, blue cheese. Go and buy some blue cheese and have that with the cider. I can see it having that sort of interesting complementary effect. Well, folks, that is your Perry review for today. I am definitely going to make my food now and eat it, and hopefully that hot liquid will go and help drain my plugged eustachian tubes. The gift that keeps on giving, as it were. Cheers, folks.